This has to be one of my best blowouts yet. Hey guys, today is going to be a step-by-step tutorial on how to use the new Dyson Airwrap Co-anda2x on curly hair. I do have about 3B curls, and this routine always works for me. I'm going to show you guys how I section my hair, what products I use, and the attachments that I use. This is going to be a step-by-step tutorial, so let's just get right into it. First, we're going to prep the hair. So I like to use these two products. I mean, I use different products all the time, but lately this has been like my go-to combo right here. So this is the Dyson Omega leave-in conditioning spray. I always like to use a leave-in conditioner, and this also has heat protection, which is a plus. I also like to use the Dyson Omega hydrating hair oil. You don't need to buy these products. I already have them. I bought them for a video, so that's why I continue to use them, and I really do like them. But I will say these products, especially the leave-in conditioner, is so worth it. I know it is expensive, but every time I use these products, my hair just looks transformed. It looks different. It just doesn't even look like my hair. It looks so good. It looks so healthy. It just looks like a better version of my hair. It is just really, really good. So if you guys want to check any of the stuff that I mentioned today in this video, of course, I'm going to tag everything right here through YouTube shopping. What I like to do is that I'll divide my hair right in the middle. This is a spray. You could just spray this on your hair, but since I'm going to mix it with the oil, I'm going to just apply some to the palm of my hands. Then I'll add a couple of drops of this oil. I mix this and apply it to the bottom sections of my hair. Now you don't want to add too much of this because a little bit goes a very long way. I think that is more than enough. I'm gonna do the same thing to the top sections, and again adding a little bit of oil as well. Mix these two together and apply this all over your hair. Hair is feeling really good. I'm gonna detangle my hair now. This brush is from Unbrush. It has the stitch on it from Lilo and Stitch. It's so cute. So I'm basically detangling all my hair. Now let's section off the hair because this is also a very important step. What I like to do is that I like to divide the front section first. So I'm just dividing the bangs, clipping that away. That's the first thing I do. Then I'll divide my hair right in the middle into two sections. Now I'll take a section in the top, like the crown of my head, and also divide that. Take my finger and just kind of twist it. I like to clip it down very tightly so that the sections don't really interrupt the other ones, and when I'm drying the other sections, it just really helps a lot. It makes a big difference. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So also taking a section from the crown of my head and clipping that. Now I'll divide it right on top of my ear. I'll take my comb and just divide like this huge section right here, so above my ear all the way to the back. I'm gonna detangle this section, and I know this part might feel a little boring, but this is also very important, you guys, because you have to dry your hair in like very small sections. You can't expect this little round brush to dry a huge section. It's just not gonna work. So then this big section, I'll divide it right in the middle, so just like that. And even this section right here is too big, so when I'll go in and dry it, I divide it again into like two sections. I'll do the same on this side. I'll take the comb right above my ear all the way back and divide it. Now for the bottom sections, this is the easiest part. I just literally divide this one section into two sections, so right in the middle, just like that. This is the section I'm going to be working on, so I'm just going to leave it down, and I'll do the same on this side. Now we are ready to dry, so I'm going to use the round brush attachment that comes with the Dyson Airwrap Co-anda2x. This round brush attachment is very small, as you can see, so you do have to take smaller sections, but this gives me such a quick and smooth blowout. Like, this really does get very close to my roots, and it just really does give me like one of the best blowouts ever. So it is worth the money in my opinion. I know it's expensive. I know it's like $7.50, so it is a lot more expensive than probably any other hair tool on the market, but I like it. I use it a lot. This is the one that I always reach for, and for me, this is worth it. Okay, so let's get right into drying the hair. A little trick that I could give you is that make sure that your brush is pretty clean. I'm gonna clean mine right now real quick, just because this is gonna allow better airflow and quicker dry. If your brush is full with hair, the air is not gonna flow the same, and it's just not gonna dry your hair as good. So make sure that you clean your brushes. Also clean the filter if you need to. So far I think I'm okay. So we're gonna use this in the highest heat setting, highest speed of course. And the first thing that you wanna do is smooth out your roots, because that is the first thing that dries. Your ends even take a little bit longer to dry. So if you work on your roots first, that's how you're gonna get the smoothest blowout. Use the brush and really tug on your hair. I like this brush because it is kind of like a rubbery material. So it is going to help really like pull the hair a little bit, not in a bad way, okay? But it definitely is going to help smooth out the curls. So I'll take the brush from the top. I'll also take the brush from the bottom, and I won't work on the ends until I feel like the roots are completely dry. So once my roots are dry, I'll just start bringing the hair tool down. I do like to flip the ends as I go. I'll do it with the brush on top. I'll also do it with the brush under. And then once my hair is like pretty much completely dry, I'll do a little bit of a curl. I always like to curl away from my face, but lately I've been also into doing curls towards my face just to give it a very like natural look. So it really depends on what you like, but I really do like doing a little curl on literally every section that I do. This really does give my blowout a lot more body, more movement. Even though I do go in with the curling barrels later, doing this helps you get an even better curl later with the curling barrels because it's already shaping your hair as you dry it into a curl. So definitely try this technique if you want a bouncy blowout look. And you see this section, I'm actually dividing it into two because it's still a little bit big for me to use the small round brush on it. So I'll divide it into two sections and then just clip the rest of my hair up, and then I'll just start drying the hair. So for the bangs, I do like to brush my hair up. This is going to give me the volume that I'm looking for, and it's going to give me a little bit of lift at the root. I'll dry my hair upward a couple of times, and once I feel like my roots are pretty much dry, I'll then dry the ends. But with the ends, I do like to flip the ends a little bit. This is just the best way for me to shape my bangs. It gives me a little bit of flip, a little bit of bounce, and definitely a lot of movement in my face framing pieces. And so this is what my hair looks like after just a blowout. I mean, as you can see, my hair is just so smooth, like all around. Like the roots are so smooth. I have no waves. I feel like this is the only hair tool that does that for me. Like there's other blow dryers that can give me a pretty similar result, but a blow dryer brush, this is probably the only one that gives me such a smooth blowout like this, like right away. And look at the volume that I still have because I used the round brush and I lifted my roots. But yeah, and I still have to have some curls. But if you wanted to just leave your hair like this also gives you a really good blowout. It really does. I mean, just look how touchable my hair is right now and how much body and volume I have. Okay, so now I'm gonna curl my hair. This step is optional, but I really do like adding curls. By the way, how quickly is my hair growing? Like my hair grows so fast. I do a lot of deep oil treatments and that also helps me a lot. And also just taking care of your hair helps your hair just grow a lot healthier, quicker. If you haven't watched my favorite hair products of 2025 video, definitely check it out. I'll link it down below. And in that video, I mentioned all the products that were my favorite of the year. So definitely check it out. This next step is honestly very quick, which is another reason why I don't mind doing it. But adding curls to your hair with this hair tool is just so easy. So what I like to do is that, again, I'll divide my hair. Like I'll do the bangs first and I'll curl this away from my face. So for me, that is this setting right here because it's going away from my face. And I just let the hair tool wrap the hair around to the barrel. You can customize the Dyson Airwrap Co-anda2x settings. So what I did is that I put in the app to wrap the hair for 5 seconds, curl it for 20 seconds, which is a little bit much, but I mean, that's what works for me. And then do a cool shot for 5 seconds. And when I tell you that this gives me such a beautiful, long-lasting curl, it really does. You guys really need to try this. Like if your curls are falling a little bit quick, you should really try to curl your hair for a little bit longer. Just add a little bit of extra heat, you know, maybe that's all you need. This is the curl that I got. As you can see, I have some volume at the root. Most of the time, I do like to curl it one more time. So that's another little trick of mine. I like to do this same section one more time and then I'll clip the curl. And as you can see, it's even more curly now. So then I'll just clip my hair, just wrap my hair around my fingers and just very tightly bring my hair up like this. I'll take a clip and just clip it. Very, very easy. Then I like to do the crown of my head again, these two sections up here. So this, I'm curling away from my face. I'm gonna leave it in the same setting. Then when I do the other side, I'll switch the direction. And look at the curl that you get. It's so pretty, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but I still have a little bit of lift right here because I kept the barrel like a little bit lifted when it was drying my hair. So yeah, very nice. The smaller the section, the better, because that way you can just do it once and you're good to go. But most of the time I do curl each section twice just because it gives me a longer lasting curl anyways. So nice. It's so tight as well. So then I just wrap my hair around my fingers and just bring it up. And I keep it pretty lifted when I do this as well. You see that? It's like pretty lifted. Now I'm gonna do this side, so I'm gonna switch the direction. I'm gonna do the same thing. I mean, look at that curl. So nice. I'll do it one more time. Do you guys see that lift right there? That's the trick, you guys. You have to like dry it like against the direction of the hair. And so that's how you get that little lift at the top. Now, I just clip this. See how these two are like still pretty lifted even after I clip the sections? It's because I want it to set that way. Now I'm gonna do this section right here. So I'll do the bangs first, then the two at the crown of my head, and then the two around my face, and then I'll just do the rest of my hair. So as you can see, I divided this section right here. Can we also just take a moment to appreciate these very smooth roots? Look how straight my roots are right now. I'm shocked. This will last a pretty long time, and if I do want to touch it up, then I'll just use the round brush again. But most of the time in the winter, I don't even need a straightener. So yeah, this hair tool is really, really good. And especially with this hair tool, like I really don't need to touch it up much. Obviously, if I sweat or something, like at the gym, then that's something else. That's a different story. I most likely will have to use the blow dryer brush, the round brush, again, just to touch it up. Like if you have this hair tool, I really hope that you love it just as much as I do because it is just so worth it. That'll be good enough for me. So I'm gonna clip this. As you can see, I'm just wrapping the curl around my fingers. Then I use a clip and clip it just like that, like from the bottom. Don't clip it on the top or anything. That's just gonna give you like a little bit of a crease. Always clip it from the roots. Okay, let's switch the direction of the curl. I'm gonna do this one, and then I'm just gonna come back with the next step. Okay, now that I've done all my hair, I am gonna just let this set for a little bit, at least 10 minutes. If I could do more, then I would do more. I mean, I've done a couple of hours before, and it really does make your hair just last longer. The more you leave these setting, the better. And if you want a little bit of extra hold, but not like too much, then I definitely recommend adding a texture spray. This is my favorite right now. It's from Maine. It's the Cotton Candy Dry Texturizer. So I just literally spray this all over my hair. I like that this isn't like a hairspray. It's not like super sticky. It's not gonna give you like super extra hold. It's just gonna give you enough hold and texture that's gonna allow your hair to be very brushable, very soft still. And just let this set for a little bit. I'm gonna do about 10-15 minutes and then I'll be right back. It's been about 10 minutes. Let's take these clips off. So nice and bouncy. Yeah, this hair is giving, wow, it's giving salon blowout, but at home. So bouncy. They're all so bouncy, like wow. And this is why I like to curl my hair as well with the curling barrels, because you just get a different look. Like if you like a looser wave look, like maybe just do the round brush attachment, but if you want a little bit more of bounce of a curl, then definitely use the curling barrels. Now I'm going to use this comb to loosen up the curls. This part is so satisfying. Wow, this is so satisfying. I love doing this. This is the final look. How fun is this blowout? It's giving like 80s blowout look. Like it's giving super fun, super young, very old school, and I love it. So if you don't like the extra volume, just do the round brush. But if you want to spice it up a little bit, add some curls, definitely use that curling barrel. I mean, look at these curls. And yeah, guys, this is the final look. I am obsessed with it. Like, I just want to go out now, and I think I will actually go out to eat with my husband. So I'm gonna go get dressed now, but this is how you can get the best results with the Dyson Airwrap Co-anda2x. This is the final look. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more tutorials like this, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed already. I'm going to be posting a lot more videos like this, so please subscribe. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram. I also post a lot of short videos on there. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you guys so much.